welcome back to my channel. We are going to do a mixed media piece today because I thought that would be just really fun. So I'm going to show you some of the stuff I use and just how I kind of have been doing the mixed media stuff. We're going to try some different things too today. So the first thing I want to do is put down some sort of color. I think I'm going to mix some of my acrylics here. Sometimes I put it on a palette, but for this, because I'm going to cover the whole background, I just put the paint on it. I'm using Winsor & Newton acrylic paint. I'd wanted to try their acrylics recently. Ooh, that's really bright. I don't think I realized that was so bright. And that's okay. That's perfect for this. Then we're just going to take my little spongy thing. I also have one of those jelly roll things, but I haven't tried it yet. But it's just about getting a background. So I like to do this with my mixed media pieces, just to get a variety of color. Okay. What else I like about acrylic is it dries really fast. So next thing we're going to do is I am going to use one of my distressed ink pads, because what I'd actually like to do, and actually what I'm going to do is just clip this one down, just so it stays kind of flatter. And it makes it look like, you could do this step first too. I've done this step first a couple times, so I wanted to see what it would look like if I layer it on top of the paint. That's still drying. Just doing it in places that I know either I was really light with the paint or not, that it matters really. All right, so that's fun. All right, I like how that's looking. So that's a good background. The other thing I was going to play with today, oops, okay, let's see what stencil I would like to use. So I use a lot with stencils. So first we're going to pick, and we'll do this one. All right, so what I think I'm going to do is this stencil. All right, over a dryer spot. Let's let that dry just for another second or two. The other thing we're going to be using, so let's set that up. My watercolor palette. The other thing I love using is modeling paste. So, and I think I'm going to do white. You can color the modeling paste with like inks and stuff if you want. I'm going to do that. Okay. So, let's put some of this down, and then I'm going to add some modeling paint to add some texture. This is like one of my favorite things to do. You don't have to do the whole stencil. I just go through and do some different sections. We'll do something different on the bottom of the page, which is why I have it like this. All right. Now this stuff does dry, so you do want to clean your stuff pretty quickly after using it. I just don't like it to get, I don't want it to get hard on my materials. All right, I like to let it sit for just a second. Doot. Make sure everything is set-ish, if you will. And then like that. Now, obviously, if I used less, this would be, you can see how it kind of comes up off the page, which is what I want. All right, what do I want to do next? The next thing, I have some pages. These ones I've pre-prepped with different colors, some of them. So, this was just from an old book that was already falling apart. All right, so take that. I'm gonna find my glue. There it is. For this one, I have Mod Podge too, but I'm just gonna use my Crafters Bond glue for this because I like this. I like this one too. Okay. Oops. Ooh, cool. Okay, so some of the paint wasn't quite dry, but that actually is perfect. So what's nice is I made some of these pieces beforehand that I could use. So like some of these are on index cards where I just went through, and some of them are on. So some of them are index cards for me to use for my index card a day when I do my index card art. And then some of these are watercolor paper. So let's see if we have anything else. Ooh, I like that one. Maybe we'll make that one smaller. I like the colors for this one. And then just use that piece on something else. So maybe we'll do the focal point like this. Usually I just put down a couple layers and then figure out where my focal point's gonna be. I used a lot of butterflies, so most likely there'll be a butterfly on this. So let's glue this one down. Now the question is, do I want it there or do I want it here? I think I want it here, actually. Because then everything's pointing towards the center, which I like. All right, so next, let's try, I wanted to try something. Ooh, okay, so we're gonna do this here. And I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it. It should work. So I'm gonna go back with my ink. Actually, I don't even think I need that. I think I can just do it like this. It was worth a shot. Sometimes I do that, so I wanted to see. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Okay, okay. So you do need. All right. And then I'm just going back through with ink. And voila. One of the things I really love about mixed media is it's just about like trying new things and playing and kind of seeing what works. All right, so I think I can take, let's move it down here so nothing curls or gets all weird. Okay, those aren't quite dry, so I don't want to do that yet. I want to see if, I want to see if the watercolor will. Oh yeah. Okay, so I have this little tin I made. So I got one of the Happy Little Treatments tins that I've seen. I mean, everyone does this online. And then I just put in the magnetic watercolor. All right, so we're going to get some watercolor that I wet. I think the yellow is going to look really good. Now, it's not going to be as bright, obviously, as acrylic, obviously, because it's watercolor. Unless I put more down. So that's just kind of what we're... But I kind of like that you can see the other paint through it. So that's nice. All right. So I'm really liking how that has turned out. So now let's see. I have some stickers. They're like 3D, but ooh, I have a perfect one for this. So I have this package of like all of these butterflies, but I have this blue one in here. There's the pink one. Here's a blue one. All right, so let's see where we want to put. Oops. I may want to put that there. I need to glue that one down more. Yes. Okay. So let's put stickers on these. Let's use. I've been using because this one has a finer tip. Yeah, there we go. That can go there. All right, and then I want to. These were from Amazon. I also have some I really like from Dollar Tree, but we're gonna use the Amazon ones right now. All right, these can be magnetic or they have little stickers that you stick on them to make them sticky. So we're gonna stick 2 butterflies and then our piece is done. Then we just need to let it dry. So thanks for sitting and making a mixed media piece with me. Kind of watching in lifetime how I kind of go through that and the process that I take. We're gonna stick this last butterfly here and there we go. All right, so I will list affiliate links to all the supplies that I use down in the bottom. Foil tin, this, because I know people are gonna ask. This I got for Five Below. That's where I found that one. Well, thank you for joining me. This was a lot of fun. If you like seeing this kind of content, let me know in the comments below. Also tell me, what was your favorite art supply that we used today? Like what was or what is something that you're interested in maybe trying for yourself? So thanks for hanging out with me and I will see you next week.